EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
And off we go from Denver. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, how about a deep ball on the first play from scrimmage, putting that secondary on notice?
Brandon, all I remember when I was a player is that we always took a test the night before the game about teams' tendencies and what they plan to do. I'm not sure we think deep ball right out of the gate and putting us back on our heels.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Pretty good start there on plays 1 and 2.
And not discriminating at all, is he? Make sure he's spreading it around on the first 2 throws of the game. 2 different parts of the field as well.
First carry for the ex-Utah State Aggie, Darwin Thompson, down to the 25. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Mahomes to throw to Thompson on the screen. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? He may try and run for this. Pretty sizable gain of 8 that time on the keeper, but now it's 4th down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down. Now Smith there on the tackle.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
39-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 16 yards, a first down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
Clock now on first down. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarter.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Complete to
Tyreek Hill.
Touchdown.
76 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
Makes the score Chiefs 10, Broncos nothing. Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now Locke, he lost the football to Town, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
At their own 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now here's a carry heading left. And some room to work. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
He's tackled at the 34.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Now to the air, Locke. Open man here is Scott, complete. And oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. They're looking for Judy, but it's in. And oh, he coughed it up.
Tyron Matthew. Locke's pass. Intercepted. The Broncos. Take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down inside the 30. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10. Broncos, nothing.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
But they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Now a handoff looking right. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball, too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Chiefs 10. Broncos 7.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Down at the 33-yard line.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
And the 1st down, Chiefs.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. They'll run with Thompson. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
The Chiefs on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Mahomes takes it himself. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete.
Brings up.
He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
56, check 56. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Yep, 56. Mike's 56. H3, 2, 18. Chopper. Switch. Go.
Throwing now is Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
They do go for it. It's Locke. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now Edwards-Helaire. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's third down.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. On 2nd and 9, Locke. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Locke. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get us. He don't want it. 50's the mark. 50's the mark. Ready.
From the gun, it's Locke. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be out of bounds. Call it a gain of 9 there, and it puts him in better shape here for 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. He gives it up. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
The score, Chiefs 17.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. The Chiefs now going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And going deep for Hill. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Intended for Tyreek Hill. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
A 33-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things, but there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Play action. Now it's Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Locke working out of the gun. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
10 at the 49-yard line.
Block off a play action. Now and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Locke eluded. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
They fake the handoff, now Locke. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
In punt formation for the Broncos.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
38-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
And the 1st down, Chiefs.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. He'll run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Second down and 8. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
On the carry for Kansas City.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here.
Mahomes.
And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down.
A gain of 9
That, I
yards.
believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Mahomes.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Eric Berry there defensively.
Second and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
He was taken down at the
From the 22, here's second and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Throwing his lock on third down. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Intended for Boston.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now that'll kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Broncos 21, Chiefs 20.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Now this time Mahomes will throw. Gets this one to Hill. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Now here's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
It's a gain of 3.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Chiefs.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. An 11-yard pick, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, They've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have you guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And McManus able to put it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
That may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he goes into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Boston Scott, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Completes it to Hardman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
1st down, Kansas City.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On second down and 4, Mahomes. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
3rd and 14.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Quiet, 64 weak.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Broncos 1st down.
A lot going to throw it here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
They'll try to run this one in. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing.
He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Touchdown.
Tyreek Hill. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. And here's Edwards-Helaire. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
8-yard line.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And 7.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, it's Scott. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get this